Good afternoon, friends. Hi, come on in. It is so hot here in Southern Ohio. Not quite as hot today, but it's still super hot. So what's going on today? Well, Mason, that's my son, his birthday was Tuesday. He turned 21. So here at our house, when it's your birthday, you get to choose your birthday dinner. Now, I did cook him dinner on his actual birthday. He wanted some venison and rice, so we did that. Now we're having a family dinner today. He chose Cajun shrimp pasta and fried fish. So that's what we're going to have. So we're going to start off with the Cajun shrimp part right now. Now listen, y'all, I'm from Southern Ohio, so, you know, this is my take on Cajun shrimp pasta, okay? All right, so my little grocery store did not have raw shrimp this week. I don't know. It was sold out, so I'm like, I don't know what all y'all was doing with the shrimp this week here in my town, but y'all took it all. So I had to get cooked shrimp. Not my favorite, but get what you can get. So I thawed it, took the tails off, and I like to put paper towels in it, kind of sop up that moisture from the shrimp. So we got 2 pounds of cooked shrimp here. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil. I would prefer the uncooked, but when you live in a little town like this, you take what you can get and be happy. All right, so I'm just going to massage that in. I've got some Tony's Creole seasoning, which is my favorite. If you don't like Tony's, you can use Old Bay seasoning. I prefer Tony's for this. We're going to put that in there. I'm going to add a little bit of smoked paprika. Yeah. And I'm going to add a little bit of salt. And I've got to pause because my daughter's calling. Well, maybe. Okay, sorry, we're back. My daughter called me to tell me she forgot my soup dumplings I asked her to pick up for me at Trader Joe's. Oh, well. Another time, I guess. I will be getting those. Okay, so we've added some Creole seasoning. We've added some paprika. We're going to add a little bit of salt. And we've already added that olive oil. I'm going to give them a shake. Looks like I need a little bit more Creole seasoning. And that's all I'm going to do to the shrimp right now. And we'll get ready to move on to the Alfredo sauce. All right, friends, let's start making the Alfredo sauce. Now, I don't always make the Alfredo sauce the same way depending on what I'm using it for. So it's going to be a little bit different today. This is my version, my take on it for our Cajun shrimp pasta. So 3 tablespoons of salted butter. And we're going to do 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, equal parts. Okay, now I'm making a pretty big batch today because there's going to be 6 of us for dinner. So we're just going to work that flour in there. I've got medium heat going. And we're going to let this flour cook out for a couple minutes. That's going to give us a little bit of a thicker sauce to really coat those noodles. And that's what we want. Yummy! Okay, at this point, I'm going to add in some garlic. Got some minced garlic here. About a teaspoon of that. Want a little bit of that oil in there. There we go. Shut off to the side. Gonna give that a minute to go. Smelling really, really good. All right, I think we are at a point here. So we just want the flour to cook out for a few minutes, start to brown. We've got 1 pint of heavy whipping cream. I'm just going to add a little bit at a time here to incorporate that flour in. We don't want no lumps in our Alfredo sauce. Okay, looking good. Now, I also have another half carton here as backup, so I don't really know how much I'm going to need. But I do know I'm going to put this whole container of heavy whipping cream in. There we go. That was 1 quart of heavy whipping cream. I'm going to get that all stirred around. Now I've got my heat on about a 5. My stove's 1 through 10. Okay, now we're going to add in our seasoning. We're going to do the same that we did for the shrimp. We're going to do the Tony's Creole seasoning. That has everything in there. So if you don't have any Creole seasoning, you could add, let's see what all is in here. Salt, red pepper, black pepper, chili powder, garlic, and I think that's it. Yeah, so just grab those spices. Add that in there. Now I'm making up the sauce, and I'm not going to put the shrimp in until the end because Elena, Mason's girlfriend, does not like shrimp. So I'm going to get her some sauce out in a bit, and we're going to do chicken for her. I've got some cooked chicken for hers. Everybody else likes shrimp. This is something, when Brock and I were dating, we used to go to a place called Max and Irma's, and it was just kind of like a Chili's or an Applebee's or something like that. They kind of had all different types of food, and he always got Cajun shrimp pasta. So that's really where I got the idea for this from, was because I wanted to make it for him at home. We were dating, and you know, I want to be a good girlfriend and show up and show out with some Cajun shrimp pasta, and I've developed this recipe. So, I mean, he likes it, and it's delicious. The kids love it. They requested a lot for their birthdays, so that's how this came to be. So, if you don't like my recipe, that's fine. You can find you a different one. It's okay. I'm not going to be mad about it. But if you've never tried it, you want to try it, this is a quick and easy recipe to use, and then you can add on it, add more spices, you know, whatever you would like to do. Now I've got some shaved Parmesan that I already had open, so I'm going to use that. So let's measure, so I can give you exact measurements here, because I don't usually do that, as you all know. Okay, so it looks like it's about a cup. I'm not sure if I'm going to be adding any more. Now I'm going to add a little bit of black pepper. Probably not traditional in Alfredo, but it is in Krista's Cajun Alfredo sauce. A little bit of salt. All right. There we go. Now I can already tell I want to make more, because I want a lot of Alfredo sauce. They really love it. So first I'm going to give this a taste that I already have made up here. Always want to taste your food. Oh my goodness. That's delicious. Okay. Perfect like that, but I'm going to add some more heavy cream, because like I said, I want more sauce. Because once you add those noodles, as you know or may not know, those noodles really suck up that sauce. Okay, so there's another 1 pint. So we had 1 quart and 1 pint. All right. Now, I'm going to go back in with the same seasonings. I'm going to turn my heat down a little bit. I don't want this to scorch. I don't want to lose that beautiful sauce. We're going to come in with a little bit more Cajun seasoning, a little bit more salt, a little bit more pepper. I forgot I had these cute little salt and pepper shakers. These were Brock's grandpa. Brock's grandpa died when he was 98, and he was just the most amazing man. I loved him so much. So, been using these in honor of Grandpa. All right, we've got this sauce done. We're going to give it a minute to, let me add a little bit of paprika to it. Go. And a little bit of pepper. And there we go. We're just going to give it time to simmer, and I'll be back with you. So once you see how our sauce is coating that spoon, that's what we want to do. Now we are going to turn it down to low and let it simmer. I have more Parmesan we're going to add in a little bit, and we're going to give this a few minutes while I boil our noodles. So our sauce has had time to simmer. It's thickened up beautifully. Now I'm going to add in that cooked shrimp that's been seasoned. Our pasta is ready to drain. I'm going to give this a stir, get that shrimp hot since it's fully cooked. 2 pounds of shrimp, and I cooked 16 ounces of fettuccine noodles. Go, and I'll be right back. So our Alfredo noodles are drained. I kept a little bit of pasta sauce in a cup just in case we may need to add a little bit to thin down this sauce. Let's get it stirred up. Oh, friends, look at that. See that? Delicious. Gonna add a little bit more of that Cajun seasoning on top. I'm gonna turn off the heat. I'm gonna try it to make sure we don't need any more salt or anything like that since the pasta's been added back in. Twirl, twirl. Absolute perfection. There you have it, friends. Cajun shrimp pasta, Krista style, Mason's birthday. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out, and I hope you make you some. Have a good day, friends.